Alright everyone, here it is. Eddie's Skyline R34 from Need for Speed Underground 1. So, this car was recently added into the game with the newest update. And yeah, as you can see, we can't change anything on it. So, that's kind of fun. We can change the vanity items on it, so we can add air suspension, lots of stuff. There's no reason for me to do that, to be completely honest. I didn't really want to customize this thing or modify this thing in any way, shape, or form anyway. But this is it. It's finally in, well, it's not finally, but like, I didn't really expect it to be in the game, but it is in Need for Speed Payback. It was in Need for Speed 2015 as well. They decided to release it, which was kind of cool to see it in that game. But yeah, it's now in Payback as well. Even the license plate is underground. So that's cool. But yeah, again, can't change stuff on this thing. But in this video, I want to see how fast it actually is. This is a level 399, by the way, if you guys haven't noticed, from the top right. The normal R34 Skyline only goes up to level 299, which is a very, very big disappointment for everyone that played this game and looked at it and was like, why is the R34 only go up to level 299? Either way, this one goes up to level 399, so now we get to experience how a level 399 R34 GTR would actually be. You know, in race specs. So this is pretty much what we have here. So I'll show you guys the performance customizations that I have done to this thing. Pretty much whatever I found, I bought and I put on. I have max NOS almost. 2.23 seconds 0 to 60. That's kind of slow. Horsepower is at 1044 with a top speed of 225 miles per hour. Pretty impressive stats. However, the acceleration is something that's lacking. I think if I have like 3 Outlaw, 3 Shidori parts, I think that would be like the perfect combo for this thing, but it's super, super difficult to get like specific parts like that. It'll take a long, long time to do it. So this will sort of be a nice, I don't know, I guess, like a default. It's not really default because I still have like 3 Outlaw parts, so it's still kind of faster than your just normal level 399 car. But yeah, it should be decent to drive and it should be decently quick, but I know it won't be very, very fast because of the acceleration, which seems to be kind of lacking a little bit. Anyway, let's go ahead and try this thing and we'll see what it's like, and I'll show you guys exactly how this thing handles and stuff like that. So I did change a couple of things on this car. I've already played, like I've played with it, so I obviously had to get this car to level 399, so I know exactly how it drives, but I'll show you guys how it handles and stuff like that. Obviously, I'll take it to the hyperspace loop. For people that keep complaining, I'm not going to change the track. This is the track that I test out all my cars on, so I know how good or bad they are. So I'm going to keep going back to the same event and I'll show you guys what this thing is like to drive there. So it sounds good though. It sounds pretty good. It handles well, but it doesn't handle great. There's still a lot that this thing is lacking when it comes to the handling part. Acceleration wise, it's okay. It gets to like 200 miles per hour pretty easily, especially with the NOS that I have now. Like I can squeeze out 200 miles per hour, no problem with this car. I think I can get this thing to a top speed very, very quickly. The thing is about this car, it doesn't handle well with like smaller corners, and I'll show you guys now what it's like. If I go ahead and I take this corner right in front of me, I'll just start the event anyway, just so I can show you guys. If I go ahead and just take this corner in front of me, I can do it at around 180-ish miles per hour. In the live tuning, I just changed the steering sensitivity and I raised it up quite a bit, so it would sort of initiate a little bit faster when I'm doing the sort of brake to drift like steering. But yeah, this corner I can take it at about 180 odd miles per hour, and then this one that's at the very end of this straight, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. It only goes up to about maybe 130 miles per hour, and then it starts to understeer into the wall, so I have to slow down so much for this. You can see it at 140 miles per hour, it just doesn't like it, so that's kind of terrible. Now this one, like I said, 180 miles per hour, easy stuff for this corner. Same with this one, obviously it's pretty much just a continuation of the previous one. Now this one, like I said, I have to slow down quite a lot. If I don't want to grind off the wall, I don't really want to do that. It's just kind of stupid. So as you can see, I have to slow down to about 128. I saw the lowest there, and 130. This is a 200 mile per hour speed, 180. As you can see, I'm at 170 something miles per hour, and I'm still like pulling in. So this car still can handle that corner pretty well at 180 miles per hour. Not too bad. This one though is the problem, which kind of messes around with some cars, that it completely ruins their time. The landing is not the best with this thing either. 190 miles per hour. As you can see, it starts to drift wide, but like, I mean, I started steering, or I started like turning in a little bit earlier there, so it's a lot better for it. Now starting quite a lot for this again. And boom, on the NOS, back up to 200. I've already sort of messed this race up anyway, so it doesn't really make much of a difference for me for what time I get. I definitely could have gotten a much better time than whatever I'm gonna get now. Anyway, because you guys have seen how I slightly messed it up before. And we got 149. I mean, it's okay, but like for a level 399 car, I would have expected maybe it's a little better. Maybe like a 145 at the very least, or at the like at the most even, I should say, not the very least. But yeah, I think I can squeeze out 145 with this thing. I'll do one more lap. Or like one more attempt, and I'll see what it's like. If I could change some parts to Shidori parts, I'd definitely do that. But I definitely don't want to trade in my Outlaw parts because that'll just make my car slower, so I won't do that. Yeah, the landing with this thing isn't the best, so I think if I get like one jump part for this thing, I would definitely be like happy with that, to be honest. The only problem with it is like it'll stay in the air for longer, but like, I mean, I'm not really doing like crazy jumps with this thing. But it'll improve my landing though, and it'll keep my speed up, so that's the most important thing if I do end up deciding to get some sort of a jump part. But I'm not gonna like replace like one of my existing parts that have like NOS or acceleration or something like that with a jump part, because that's just stupid. But if I do get them, so it's like just an extra little add-on on my speed card, I'll definitely welcome that. Slow down quite a bit, 30 odd miles per hour with the NOS, over 200. You guys see it gets like a little bit wobbly. It gets a little bit wobbly after I land. Like, it stayed at over 200 miles per hour, no problem with this thing. It's literally just this corner that's like ruining this car. Everything else is kind of decent. Oop, a bit wobbly again. See, that kind of sucks, and it slowed it down so much because of that bad landing. Because of that bad landing, it just slows your car down a bit too much, so I definitely need to try to get something like that going. Okay, that's alright, that's alright. 190, it's starting to go wide, that's fine. I just scratched the wall. Didn't even hit off it, just scratched it a little bit. Just got a little bit closer to the inside, see if that makes any bit of a difference. It does not. Try line on the left, should be a little bit better for... it's going wide again, scratch. That scratch was a little bit worse, dropped me down to about 178 miles per hour, I've seen. And there's a 147. Damn it. Well, that's pretty much it. That is Eddie's Skyline in Need for Speed Payback. If you guys want to see more videos like this on the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave it a like. And that's pretty much it from me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I always crash at the end of my videos, don't I?